Embrace the fear, Colorado Buffalo fans. Embrace the fear. Fellow coaches are scared of the success, the upcoming success of Deion Sanders. Welcome to episode 248 of College Football's Peek Around the Corner with your host, Greg Pflugar. We cover everything in college football because we love everything in college football. And if you do as well, please subscribe to our channel. Smash that like button if you like our content. Share the video with your family and friends. Let's not waste any more time. Keeler of the Denver Post interviewed Joe Klatt talking about Deion Sanders, the Colorado Buffaloes. We will provide a link in the description. You can read the whole article. Put down your comments and thoughts. Holy smokes, a lot of optimism from Joe Klatt of Fox Sports regarding his alumni team, the Colorado Buffaloes under Deion Sanders. Keeler, Deion Sanders' secret: the harder you root for Colorado Buffs to fail, the stronger Coach Prime gets. They don't like it because they know he's going to be good. Embrace the fear, Buffalo Nation. The only dread at Folsom Field inspired by former coach Carl Dorrell was the part of Colorado season ticket holders after they started Googling his bio. Those days are over. Deion is here. Cripes, he scares them. If you're a college football coach, Deion Sanders is the telephone, the automobile, the atom bomb all rolled into one, dropped in a Louis Vuitton bag from a mile high. Because if it works, if he works, oh Lordy, it changes the game. It changes everything forever. Opposing coaches around the country ask me more about Deion than fans ask me about Deion. Fox Sports analyst and former Colorado Buffs quarterback Joe Klatt told me earlier this month, and they don't like it. They don't like it because they know he's going to be good. The fear is the fun part. Coach Prime's revolution will be televised. And if you're a Colorado fan, the louder the protest from the establishment, the sweeter the compliment. Boulder is a Colorado's football's new Trinity site, the sort of experiment in power and process that has NCAA lifers rooting for a 3-9 fail. At least Pat Narduzzi had the stones to stick a name behind his anti-Sanders barbs, which is more than you can say for at least one anonymous Pac-12 assistant coach who offered this up to Athens Sports 2023 Preview magazine. It feels like a lose-lose for Colorado with Prime. Either he's going to be really good really fast and leave for another gig, which looking at the roster doesn't seem possible. The alternatives is that they're going to be bad and they'll end up firing them in a big circus. Jackson State was so good because they could get FBS level guys and beat on FCS rosters. That won't happen here. Not at Colorado. They're not a good roster right now. How does he handle losing big? We haven't seen that. We haven't seen that yet. To my ears, those were largely fair, if a tad presumptuous. Questions for a 1-11 team that just got handed another killing non-conference schedule. To Klatt's ears, though, it sounded like a great big bowl of sour grapes. Again, Joe Klatt, with all due respect to Athlon, there's not a more inaccurate box in a preseason magazine. Holy smokes. There's not a more inaccurate box in a preseason magazine than opposing coach points of view, Klatt countered. They're not analysts. Everybody wants to tear people down that they're fearful of. If you get a bunch of fluff about a team, it's probably because that coach doesn't think they are a threat. Prime's Buffs will threaten. The question, of course, is how quickly. Since 1960, only 7 FBS programs leapt in one season from a winning percentage of .100 or less to a clip of .667 or better. The single greatest one-year turnaround in Buffs history from a winning percentage standpoint occurred between 1964 and 65, when Colorado bounced from a 2-8 .200 winning percentage to a 6-2 and 2.700 in consecutive campaigns. The Buffaloes hopped from a 1-win to a 7-win team from 1984 and 85 under coach Bill McCartney, and of course, they never looked back. +3 in the win column in the landscape of college football is a massive improvement, Klatt said. Amen, brother. It's also 4-8. So a +3 win for Deion Sanders this year would be a 4-8 campaign for Colorado. And most Colorado Buffalo fans would be very happy with that. Klatt continues, a 4-8 is hard to do. A +5 is extraordinary. That gets you to 6 wins, and that's an extraordinary improvement. I do get the sense, and I'm not trying to be a homer here, we all need to have some sense of reality, but about what a massive improvement looks like at Colorado is it's anywhere between 4 and 6 wins ideally. Colorado schedule at TCU, home Nebraska, home Colorado State, at Oregon, home USC. That's a salty September for Nick Saban, let alone an NFL legend coaching at FBS level for the first time. Yet, when Klatt, during a podcast interview with Sanders, politely dismissed the notion of Colorado competing for a Pac-12 title immediately, Coach Prime didn't just push back, he doubled down. This is where Sanders is uniquely aware of his message, Klatt explained. He knows that his players probably will watch our podcast interview. He doesn't want them hearing me say that. He wanted them to see him looking at me like I'm crazy when I'm speaking what I feel is objective reality. This is a very tough schedule. Very tough schedule. A very tough schedule for any team. If this was a team that had just won 8 games, that would be a very tough schedule. I would say if you look at the difference in talent from year to year, just in terms of level of talent, there will not be a more improved team in the country than Colorado, period. In the meantime, embrace the hate. Colorado Buffalo fans, embrace the hate. The hate, the jabs, the digs, the slings, the arrows, the dread, especially the dread. The only fear at Folsom Field inspired by Carl Durrell was on the part of Colorado season ticket holders after they started Googling the terms of the buyout. And finally, to his new peers, to the coaches who can't or won't adapt, Sanders is the oncoming storm, waving one of Bump Phillips' old cowboy hats as he rides a wave of the future. And as for the number one thing those coaches keep asking about Deion, well, it's, will it work? Klatt said. So what do you tell them? Absolutely. I'll be shocked if it doesn't. I'll be shocked if it doesn't work. Holy smokes. Joe Klatt, Fox Sports analyst, is very optimistic about the future of his college football alum team, Colorado Buffaloes, with coaching by Deion Sanders. Embrace the fear, Colorado Buffalo fans. According to Joe Klatt, embrace the fear. People are now going to be scared of Deion Sanders' upcoming success at Colorado. I'm not that optimistic. I am fascinated, just like most of you are. I'm fascinated to see what Colorado does in the next couple of years under Deion Sanders. This year, Colorado might win 3 games. Maybe 3, maybe 4 games, but that's it. They're not getting to 5 wins this year. At least that's our strongly held opinion at Peek Around the Corner for the 2023 campaign. Put down your thoughts. What do you think Colorado's going to be able to achieve this year? From 1-11 to what? 3-9? Can they get to 3-9? Can they get to 4-8? Tell me what you're thinking. And then, here in the near future, 2, 3, 4 years from now, is Colorado going to be able to compete for a Pac-12, for a Big 12, whatever conference they're in? Are they going to be able to compete for a conference championship under Deion Sanders? And if Deion Sanders get great success real early at his tenure at Colorado, will he leave? Will he leave immediately for, let's say, a job opening somewhere in the southeastern part of the conference? What do you think? And some of you, I know, because I've read it in the chat room, some of you think Deion Sanders is going to completely bomb right away. This turnover that he has in his roster from last year to this year, yes, last year they were 1-11. But the aggressive turnover for this 2023 season, wow, we've never seen anything like it. So I don't think Colorado's going to do much this year. Maybe 3-9, 4-8 at the best. 4-8 would be a spectacular year, but 3-9 possibly. We shall see. Again, put down your comments and thoughts. Colorado Buffalo fans, I know you're feeling good right now. Joe Klatt tells you all, embrace the fear. Until next time. From all of us at PATC to all of you, please, you all take great care of each other. Thank you so very much.